afternoon and welcome to All for United with me, Matt Crane. Just a couple of thoughts on today's loss against Chelsea. Don't really know where to start. I think individual mistakes killed us. We didn't even get going. I think we conceded after something like 2 or 3 minutes due to an individual error. And that's pretty much the story of the game. You know, 2, 3, maybe even 4 goals were all our own doing in terms of individual mistakes and just not putting a foot in or playing a pass the wrong way. But we didn't look up for it, being honest, from sort of the first minute. You know, I think the midfield, I said yesterday to Benny that the midfield battle would be key, and we looked very lightweight. You know, there wasn't many people putting in challenges. We seemed to just step off Chelsea and give them a bit of freedom to play. We struggled to string passes together. We struggled up top. So yeah, I suppose, you know, listen, there's not too many complaints in terms of, you know, the score line, because I think, you know, we didn't deserve anything out of the game, if I'm honest. You know, we didn't, like I say, we didn't look up for it. We didn't create much. I'm pretty sure the Chelsea keeper didn't have a save to make, especially in the first half. Second half, obviously, you know, Russo came on, got the goal. Could have had a second goal as well. It came back off the bar. But yeah, I think, you know, obviously struggling up there. Martha Thomas had a knee brace on, looks to be out for a period of time now. So we're struggling up top because obviously Leslie's still not fit. The false 9 didn't work. Not something I'm a fan of personally, but it just didn't work at all. You know, in terms of like opposition, obviously we've not played opposition this good, but you know, that's no excuse. It's been okay against 2 lesser teams, but again, you know, I think if we can, we should look to change that up personally and maybe, you know, either go 4-3-3 or 4-1-2-3. You know, change the way we play against these bigger teams. But yeah, disappointing really. Just the manner of the defeat. I mean, you know, people after the game I spoke to were trying to blame the manager, but listen, the manager's not the one passing the ball to the Chelsea players, and the manager's not the one, you know, on the pitch that just isn't bothering to make a tackle or shying out of tackles, missing headers. So yes, okay, it was his team and he picked it and he set up the way to play, but just the manner of the defeat for me wasn't good enough. You know, I think that for me doesn't lie with the manager. There's not a lot he can do about attitude of players and things like that. So we need to step it up because obviously, you know, we've got to go to Birmingham next week, a team that's going to sit 11 players behind the ball. So we need to learn to break that down. And then after that, we've got a difficult game at home to Man City. So there needs to be a reaction for me. Whether there's a couple of changes, you know, I talked about my team and I wanted to see strength in midfield and, you know, challenges snapping in. We didn't see that, so I would like to see that against Birmingham. You know, for me, Bo Reesa, I'm not sure why she got dropped in the first place. Again, you know, Hayley Ladd came on today, far too late. I think we were already probably 4-1 down, and Hayley came on, and yeah, it doesn't really give her much of a chance to come on and influence the game. For me, again, somebody else that should have started, that maybe should be given a look in for the next game. Apart from that, I can't even find too many positives. I suppose the only positive was Alessia Russo. She got 45 minutes, so she'd stepped up her fitness. She got a goal. She looked very good. She linked up well with the likes of Tooney. But you know, like I say, very, very little positives really to come out of that game. She was unlucky not to get a second goal, but apart from that, it's just, you know, it's one of them days. I think the trouble is it highlights where we're at. You know, we're not going to get, obviously, competing for the league. We know that. But these games are not necessarily going to define our season for me. You know, Chelsea, packed full of quality. Been building that team for a while. We've got, you know, a young squad. Made changes in the summer. We've lost players. We never signed a forward, which I think is going to kill us going forward. Because, again, like I said today, you know, we struggled to create chances and, you know, the ones that we did have a shot, you know, it was either straight at the keeper or it was over. So a little bit there to work on, but we just need to react from this. Like I say, for me, make some changes and hopefully just go again now and start to pick up points and get some confidence back.